Good morning, everybody. This is Lorraine.
And Jennifer?
And today in the Small Biz Chat, we're going to talk about why keywords don't matter.
This frustrates me.
I mean, as an SEO pro, you spend a lot of time looking at keywords. And so when I read on your blog that you said keywords didn't matter, I was like, okay, I know that, but she's saying that?
Do people know this? Like, keywords don't really matter. Like, it used to. It used to. Like, let's tell the history that back in the day, you'd go pick a keyword and you did all this, like, stuffing it in the title and stuffing it in the words, and you gamed the system, and you could rank for a keyword, but that's no longer true.
Well, at number one, I think things have gotten so much more competitive, and what you would consider as the best keywords, everybody wants to rank for. But my argument is, so you rank for the keyword. So what?
Like, did your website, like, actually, like, answer questions that people have? Can you actually help them? That's what Google is looking at, and that's what your consumer is looking at.
I mean, because the bottom line is, the last time I looked, I write a lot of checks to Google, but Google doesn't write any checks to me.
No.
And so as much as people obsess about ranking for a keyword, the truth is that Google's not buying from you. It's real people. And so you can game the system and drive all that traffic with a keyword. But so what? Because if you don't answer the questions, people aren't going to stay.
No. And let's say you want to rank for plumber Indianapolis. The strategy is not the same as it was 10 years ago. I understand you definitely want to rank for that. However, what Google is looking at is, are you authoritative enough in that subject that you should show up when somebody searches for plumber in Indianapolis? So it's all about the consumer, which is what you should care about anyways. So, you need to answer the questions that people have about plumbing. Help people.
Absolutely. And one of the statistics that I saw that just really blew me away is every single day people go to Google and they are doing searches that no one ever in the history of the world has ever done. And you think to yourself, how many different ways can I look for a plumber?
Yep.
You'd be amazed.
You would be. And so that message right there, I believe the stat's 25% on any given day. Brand new queries that, people typing into Google, like we said. And so having that strategy of, I want to rank for that particular keyword, well, there's a lot of different ways that people. And so if you actually go after some of these different ways and think like your consumers, it's going to be easier to rank than it is saying, oh, I want to rank for plumber Indianapolis.
I mean, you think about it. People pick up their phone and they say things like, Siri, why does my furnace smell funny? What do I do when my drain is clogged? My toilet is backing up. What is that smell in my kitchen? And or in my kitchen sink? And so all of those expressions and questions are what people are using to find plumbers. And so if you can find a way to, number one, identify all of those questions, then you can find a way to answer those questions. Google's going to pay attention, and so will people.
And it's going to be a lot less expensive just to kind of cross over into the paid world. Let's say you were to buy plumber Indianapolis. That's pretty expensive. And
last time I looked, it was $25 and $30 a click.
Yep. And so if you, really want to, get more bang for your buck, even if somebody comes through Plumber Indianapolis and they come to a website that has literally no information and shows, no kind of, yeah, we know what we're talking about, you're going to fail there too.
Well, and the other thing that I've noticed with Google is when you drive to these deep, rich, informative, plumbing FAQ kind of pages, and there's a lot of good content there, Google appreciates that. And even if you buy an ad and you're driving to that page, you actually will pay less because you're still adding value. And at the end of the day, Google wants you to keep advertising. And the only way you keep advertising is if people actually click. And so it's this virtuous cycle where you do good, you get rewarded. You do good, you get rewarded.
Yeah, yeah. My other favorite thing to talk about here is the actual reports that you see from third party and from Google talking about this is where you rank for a particular keyword, and even Google's own tool is wrong. It will say, oh, you rank number 2 for this keyword, and then you go do a search and you don't. And the reason for that is because of personalized search results, and everybody that Googles is going to get a different result. So again, trying to look at where you rank for a particular keyword, I don't even know why they list it anymore, to be honest, because it's not accurate.
Yeah, it has so much to do with where you are. When you are searching, like for a service company, I used to have one of my clients would search from his home. Well, he lived 30 miles away from his office. He's like, I'm not ranking. And I'd be searching and I'd be sending him screen grabs going, yes, yes, you are.
Yeah,
Try the search closer to your office.
that game is always fun.
Uh,
I just Googled today. Newsflash, if you're constantly Googling yourself and you're not clicking on yourself, which you might not be, you're actually affecting the algorithm. So stop it.
either search for yourself and click on it, or don't search.
Yeah. Yeah.
And certainly don't click on your competitors.
Yeah. So if keywords don't matter, what does matter?
Okay. Personally, I think content, questions and answers, those rich snippets, those little bits of information where you find a question a lot of people have and you answer it, and Google goes, oh, that post, that information answers that question.
Yep. I mean, you can talk to your people in the field and very easily, what are the questions that they're hearing every day? There's great tools. I like SEMrush for this, for content kind of research. I even like if I search for Plumber Indianapolis, and then if you just look right below and, other people have searched, well, there you go. Like Google's telling you where other people, so start writing content on that.
I love questions, and I think you go to Google and you ask a question, and then you get all these other related questions. And then the thing I really like people to do is build this great big group of questions that you think are wonderful, and then go to your website and play a game. Go to your search bar and type in that question.
Yep.
And look at what comes up. Does a specific answer come up, or does your internal search on your website go, well, this is kind of related and this is kind of related? And if it's not, guess what? You need to write a blog post or a page or an FAQ about that question.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. As somebody that's been doing SEO for quite a while, it works. You need to look at the traffic that's coming in, not where you rank, that you have traffic coming in and that you do have conversions. Those are the metrics that you need to pay attention to, not do I rank on a particular keyword, because that's just, it doesn't matter.
No. And I think that whole topic of a keyword versus conversion. Did somebody fill out a form call you? Did you get a customer who said to you, oh my God, I found you here. I read your content and you're it. I want you. And if those things are not happening, who cares about the keywords?
I think we beat this one to death.
I think we have. If you are looking for information, well, if you're looking for help on how to do this, you need to check out elevatedmarketing.solutions.
Yeah, and Lorraine has a great on digital toolbox called let's see here.
Content-based SEO.
Content-based SEO. I thought, that's basically, and it's a great course to learn more about what we're talking about and how to kind of break that down and actually come up with a content plan.
Check out the resources and be sure to come back next Friday.
Take care.
See ya.